All right.
We'll call to order the Jefferson County Open Development Corporation. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
With all our meetings, I open the privilege of the floor. Anyone wants to? Very good. We received the minutes from the last meeting. Is there any additions and or corrections?
No.
I entertain a motion to accept.
I'll make a motion to accept them.
Second.
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Thank you. Treasurer's report.
Okay, just a second here. Okay, what page is it on? I just deleted everything and had opened it up again.
Like
Five.
five or four.
Where's Todd today?
Okay, I apologize. There it is. We got the first is our income statement for the 7-month period, so we're a little bit halfway through the year. You can see that year to date we have $692,000 in revenues. Most of that, I mean, the biggest part of that is our administrative fees coming in from the IDA. We have the $53,000 from the microgrid, which is something we hadn't budgeted for. That's something that came in from the grant there. Our revenues for the month were $94,000. Looking down through our expenses, you can see how much we've over or underspent on the far right hand side. Nothing's really too out of line here at all. Some things like our auditing and all that has already been expensed for the year, so that's already been done. But our expenses for the year are for the year to date $591,000, and we're showing revenue over expenditures of $100,908. Let's see if I have any notes on that. The next page is our breakout of the ag expenses and how we're doing on those specific expenses, because we get our grants from the county for these specific purposes, and you can see that we're probably right on line for, as far as the ag expenses are concerned, spending $93,000 of the $171 we had budgeted. And the marketing expense, again, we're not too far off there. You can see what we've spent our money on so far. I guess the only question on that, Lyle, is we have manufacturers committee, $86.57. I was just wondering why that wasn't over here on the manufacturers program expense.
Coding error.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we're doing the budget now, and we're correcting a lot of these.
Yeah, we
Okay.
just got that the other day.
Yeah, the 86 should probably be down here under the
It's
next.
been corrected since this was printed.
Okay, on the next page, because that's where we're the manufacturing program and manufacturing committee. And the safety training, you see we have underspent on that, but that's coming up. We got more of those sessions coming up, so we will probably be spending
Yeah,
most
and we
of
haven't
that.
been billed yet for the April sessions we had 2 sessions on in April that we haven't been billed for yet.
Assets, you can see we have considerable money in our savings account, and we have money in the savings for the revolving loan fund. So we have money to lend out. Loans receivable, $1.5 million. Assets are the assets we've taken in with under the distillery equipment under the grant money, which will be turned over at the end when it's depreciated, and furniture and fixtures. Total assets, $4.7 million. Liabilities, so most of the liabilities are deferred revenues from the money we've gotten in from the county, and we hold it, take it into revenue each month as we accrue it. As we accrue it. No long-term liabilities. Total, the total capital is $4,547,074,000. Next page is the age receivables, and those are basically our loans receivable. And going through here, cash receipts, I reviewed those, I didn't see anything out of line in any of those.
On the loans,
Yes.
why are so many of them over 90 days?
That's just the way, he's got them as receivable, and really they should be loans receivable
Okay,
instead of
'cause
accounts
it-
receivable, because anything that's a loan that's been outstanding for 90 days, yeah, exactly.
50% of our assets.
Yeah, they're not,
Okay.
yeah, when
So
we,
they're not past due?
no, no. I guess we go over the past dues for this, really, when we do the IDA loans,
Yeah.
and then we look at them, and you
We
see
have no
some,
delinquencies and.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Just
It's just the way he's got it, so each of them, show up as a accounts receivable instead of a loan receivable, so that's why it's showing. Cause it's been outstanding for more than 90 days, but that's, no age payables and, check register, these are the disbursements that I didn't see anything out of line as I went through each of those. A lot of them are payroll issues, payroll disbursements and so on. And that's it. And I make a motion that we approve the treasurer's report.
I'll second it.
Any other questions?
Just, I see in your disbursements, the fee for the garden end, is that what it costs to do the luncheon that day, that seminar?
The Hilton Garden.
I think that's the
Yes.
only disbursement we've had for them recently.
It was like 3,500, 28,
That's about right, yes.
so that was our cost.
That was for the ag.
That was the ag.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, that shows up on the first line of the ag
Yeah.
detail,
Yeah.
35, 43, 34.
We've received a lot of good feedback on that program.
Oh, yeah, it was, the reason I meant it was one of the best luncheons I've had anywhere, since actually probably New York, for their luncheon
You
buffet
talking about
they
the
put
food
out.
or the content?
In that case, both. But the food really, it's like, my God, this is one of the greatest luncheon buffets I've had the privilege to enjoy.
They did a good job.
Yeah.
Okay, on the treasurer's report, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries, thank you. Marketing update. Where's Marshall? He walks out on us.
Stage fright. No. No, I just had to get one of the invitations for the May 18th event.
Jay, you wanna start out and give us some?
Sure, and just real quick, based on your input from the last meeting, I'm taking your time off, Marshall. No. Based on your input from our last meeting, we went into the website, you'll see up there on the screen, we created the current ag issues page. And I've actually got 2 posts I've got to get on there today, but yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I posted up there about the Farm Worker Omnibus Bill, which has been reintroduced in the New York State Legislature, which is not a good thing for agriculture if that passes. So we have that up and running. The environmental page, we have the framework for the environmental page created. I'm still waiting for some of the agencies to provide me content that I need in order to fill the environmental page, so we'll have that up there. And then just quickly, our Google Analytics for the past month, and I don't understand all this terminology, Marshall, so if you can help me out. We've had 842 sessions, 685 users, over 3,000 page views. People are looking at approximately 3.6 pages per session, and they're on there for about 2 minutes, 30 seconds when they come to the website. Most everybody is speaking English, although there's a big portion that speak Russian, which is concerning.
We have Russian students.
Don't ask me why, but they do. So we're still trying to get the finishing touches done, but we appreciated your input and we've implemented what you had asked for. So that's it. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thanks, Jay. Any questions for Jay?
You mentioned the Russians, out of that, a dozen, 10, 5, as far as the non-English?
Out of the 684 or 685 users, roughly, I would say probably 200 to 300 were Russian,
Wow.
Russian speaking.
Is that including the KGB?
I don't know.
It's
No.
more likely, I think, we had 136 this month. It's more likely someone that is probably, looking, fishing for stuff.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that those are people necessarily looking to do development in Czech.
No, true, but when you say Russian, it's probably Slavic.
Probably.
I mean,
yeah.
you think USSR, but it's probably that whole region of
Right.
Slavic.
Yeah, I would think so. I would think so. It's just an interesting little fact I couldn't help but throw out there.
Marshall?
We had a slight uptick in sessions to 1,754 and users to 1,565 with about 4,000 page views. Our pages per session stayed flat at about 2.12. Our average time on the website has decreased to 41 seconds, which is not good. Our acquisition standpoint, by far, our direct organic search is for JCLDC.com, which is pretty great. And our first referrals came from Watertown Daily Times, and News Junkie came in second. And in a change from months past, Russia has leapfrogged everybody with a number of second largest country for visits. Canada was number 3, and China now number 7, and they have been holding flat at number 2, which is interesting. New York City held the greatest number of sessions, with Watertown coming in at number 2, and Syracuse, and then Albany. Quick update on Euromarket. They have identified a very large number of companies in Germany, Switzerland, and Austria, with goals of expanding into the U.S. market in the next couple of years, including some of the companies in agriculture, processing, and machinery. We have a call scheduled for May 9th with them, and I'll have more information after that, and I'll forward it to the board. I do want to just take a second. Our invitations are out for our May 18th Economic Development Seminar from 6 to 8 at the Hilton Garden Inn, featuring speaker Mark D. House. I'm looking forward to seeing you all there. And we've sent this out to all the local officials, school boards, planning boards, zoning officials. But if when you get, you all received save the date. If you can think of somebody that might be a little outside the box, that might be that might benefit from this, please forward this to them. We're looking forward to a great program, and any suggestions, let me know.
What date was that again? I know we got
May
it.
18th, from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn. Coffee will be served.
And it should be good. Some of you may recall a couple years ago we did a set. We had 3 speakers at the Hilton. We had Wayne Beltramo from Nikon, and we had Mike Nadolo from Des Moines Associates, and Mark was the lead out speaker. It was a big hit then, and very good. So he's a known quantity, and I think people that come will find it worthwhile and informative. So.
Good. Any questions for Marshall or Jay or Dave? Brian's on vacation.
Yep. I guess I will just add here, just in terms of manufacturing, I can't remember if I mentioned it at the last meeting or not, but we do have a trip planned. We're hiring Clarence Henry Coach to go down to Batavia on June 14th to meet with our counterparts, Genesee Community College, and other workforce folks that have been involved in developing. They've developed some workforce training programs down specifically geared toward the dairy yogurt industry. So we're looking to see what we might learn with JC. They're taking with us, JCLDC, Workforce Development Board, BOCES, our counterparts from Lewis County, go down and meet with these folks, kind of learn what they put in place and how JC or how we might try to emulate something like that geared toward the dairy industry up here. actually, Lori's gonna be joining us from your shop too, John, so.
Would there be any, like competitive issues?
No, I don't think, I mean, that's yogurt, you know, we've got cheese, cream cheese, and, you know, the HP Hood plan, so different product lines, so, shouldn't be.
Good.
And they're open to having us come anyway, so they could have easily said no.
Anything else for the local development corporation? I entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Adjourned.